All right, the next step we're going to talk about is the pre-approval process. So now that you've started to look around on the internet and see some homes, it's time to get serious. It's really time to figure out what you can afford and what you're qualified to buy. The first thing, and most important, is you've got to take a look at your credit. That generally means a hard pull on your credit, but usually for a mortgage, which is a high quality debt, it doesn't hurt your credit. The goal is to do that as early as you can in the process, because 50% of all credit reports have some types of error. I actually got a credit report from a credit card and then compared it to a credit pull from what we typically do for a client. There was 100 points difference in my credit score.
Oh my gosh.
It was 100 points higher.
That's a huge difference.
It's crazy. I had one client who left a great job at a tech company. The last expense report he input manually instead of through the system. He actually got a collection on his credit report. Now, because we had pulled it early enough in the process, we were able to take it off. His credit score bounced up, and he got the best rate possible. So that's why we want to take a look at your credit. We also want to go through and look at affordability. We want to make sure that what you're looking to buy, you can really afford to do it. And we look at different ratios and things like that to make sure you're not spending too much money. Because the last thing you want to be is an involuntary vegetarian. It's great to be a vegetarian, but if you can't buy meat because you can't afford meat, that's a different ballgame. Or an involuntary hermit. You can't leave your house. The last thing we go through in the whole consultation process is a line-by-line description of every single expense that will go when you close the loan. There's almost a dozen different expenses and charges and this and that, and you really want to know what every one of them is. Sometimes we can only give you an estimate and who's responsible for it.
Sure, absolutely.
So that you really fully understand when your money is going and you're going to the closing and you're bringing in your money, what are you really spending it on? So that's really why you want to have a consultation to get a full understanding of the whole process. So the most important thing is there are no surprises once you've gone and bought that house.
Absolutely. Jim, I remember you saying once having a pre-approval letter was like a license to buy, which I think is a great way to look at it. One, to be prepared, but you also can't submit an offer without one. So why delay and slow yourself up, especially in a fast-paced market?
Definitely. That's a big one nowadays.
Yeah, absolutely.